So today we're back inside the fish room with this package. Looks suspicious, but I assure you there are live corals inside of here. Now, a few weeks ago I posted another fish room update and I mentioned I ordered a few new corals from Portugal. And so less than 24 hours ago these were still in the nice sunny weather in Portugal and they made it all the way here to the Netherlands. And there should be about 15 zoanthus in here for the new build that we're building over there. The 6-gallon reef casa flat. It's going to be a zoanthus and mushroom only tank. As you can see here in the frag tank, I already saved up a few mushrooms over there and I have some zoanthus down here. And to be honest, I forgot most of the nicknames of these zoas, but when I ordered the new corals, the fish store owner had the names written on the images, so this time I won't forget them. And so we just have to figure out the nicknames of these zoanthus down here. So if you can name them all, please let me know in the comments down below. Now in terms of mushrooms, we have the uranium bounce mushroom over there, which is one of the latest mushrooms I added to the collection. We have this one from the 40-gallon down here. It's hiding a little bit. It's a very expensive interstellar mushroom. We have the other bounce mushroom over there and some jawbreaker mushrooms that have to color up a little bit more because during the facility tour at Dream Corals you saw some really nice looking jawbreakers, the yellow and red spotted ones. That's how these are supposed to look like as well, so we have a long way to go. Now during that other update we did a few weeks ago, I also mentioned the idea of tearing down these 3 separate systems and building one big aquarium along this wall. So today I also brought with me, not a new tank yet, but it's a start. A 3-meter long wooden thing. And let me just see if this fits. So I was thinking of replacing these 3 tanks with a 3-meter long shallow reef. Same height as these ones over here. It's 30 centimeters in height and 45 centimeters in depth. And yeah, then 300 centimeters from side to side. And I think that would look really cool. I asked you guys for your opinions and the majority of people voted for one big aquarium. So I think later this year we're going to start a new project. I'm very excited about that. So I had to take this, see if I could lift it upstairs because of course we're in the attic all the way up top. And so that could have been a big challenge, but went quite easy. So now we're going to build basically a mock-up of the actual tank and we're going to see if we can fit that one up the stairs. So praying for that, but I think we'll be okay. And if not, we probably have to make it 2.5 meters in length, but it's going to be epic. And now before you get mad, no worries, the new tank that we're going to build is going to be low tech as well. So probably no sump, no filtration, no skimmers, just the basics, dosing pump, heater, flow and lighting, that's all. So yeah, let's see what's inside this package, shall we? It's packed up very well, so I think the corals will be safe. There we go. There's a heat pack inside. It's not too warm, but also not cold, so it's probably the right temperature. And then we have a bag. Alrighty. We have some protective material. And then the actual corals. Oh, look at this. It looks pretty sick. Look how they're packed inside of here. Like they can't move. You can shake it, but the coral won't get damaged. So zoanthus are pretty hardy. They can tolerate temperature swings and be on the road for a long time. So these look pretty okay in my opinion. They are a little bit stressed out. Of course, they traveled across Europe. I should probably, now that I'm working with these, I should probably get some protective gloves on because zoanthus contain polytoxin, and if that gets into my skin, I can get pretty sick, so be right back. Alrighty, so we put them all in here, just using the styrofoam box, but you can also use another container. And now we are going to add some coral dip, which I have right here. And that's going to make sure there are no pests on these frags. Well, if they are, they will now die. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff floating around. Doesn't necessarily mean that they are pests, but you better be safe than sorry, and just make sure that you dip all your new corals. So I'm just mixing it up a little bit, and then we wait for like 15 minutes. We shake them off again, and then we put them in the frag tank over there. But first we need to make some space in here. So I actually had a pretty big frag holder laying around somewhere. So we're going to use that for these new frags. And we'll also put the other ones that I have here on this one, because I'm running out of space in this tank. It is really time to start working on the new setup. So make sure there we go. Let's hope it stays on there. I'm not a fan of using these suction cup frag holders, because they always just fall off after a while. I'd rather use the ones like these. They actually have a magnet on them. There. So these won't fall off. But I have to hope for the best. So of course these are already inside the aquarium, so we don't have to dip them. We've already done that actually. We didn't dip all the corals, and now I have some pests in here. Like every now and then I pick up a frag and there are just a ton of bristle worms underneath it. Let's see. Oh, there's an Asterina starfish, as you can see right near my thumb. So yeah, that's a pest that we want to get rid of before we add it to the new system. It's not really a big deal right now, because before we add these to the new one, we'll dip them again. Make sure they are completely pest free. Like here you can also see a vermitted snail. This red worm underneath there. You can actually just snap it off like that. See? There's the worm. So yeah, we also don't want those in a new tank. And there are just things like that that we have to get rid of. But I really want to show you a bristle worm. Before I picked up the camera I saw quite a few of them, and now I'm not seeing any. Oh, there we go. There's one over there. This one is really nice. I got it from France, from Recife at home. This one is actually stuck already. It's growing so fast. Here, look, I'm just ripping it apart, which is not a big deal. These can tolerate it and they will heal up. Now there are even a few polyps left stuck on there, so it will just grow into a new colony. So now that we have some room on the egg crate, we can put these corals back on there. It's much better than just placing them on the sand, because they can get irritated that way. Oh here, even more zoanthus. These are pretty boring, not going to lie. But it's a zoa, so it has to be on the zoa frag rack. There we go. And this one, that's really cool as well. A few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, it was completely bleached. It was super white. Oh, here. These are bristle worms. The red worms you see down here. They have small hairs and they really irritate you, because they basically just puncture your skin and stay in there. Really uncomfortable. And these pearls you see here are bubble algae, so something else we need to get rid of. Now these are not zoanthids. They are palitoas. They are like a bigger version of zoanthids, and they are even more poisonous. And these as well. They are similar size, but they are also palitoas. I don't want them, so if someone else wants them, I'll warn you, they will take over your entire tank, like what happened over here and over there. So be warned, but if you want them, you can have them. So about 15 minutes have passed, And as you can see, there is a lot of stuff floating in there. But we'll just rinse them off a little bit. And put them in the tank. Let's see here. Now right now they look ugly as hell. They don't look anything like they should. Because they're stressed out. A little bit beat up. But in a few hours, or maybe a few days, they will look so much better. So we'll be back when they look great. And then this whole frag rack is going to be super colorful, like a candy store, really. Okay, so I put them all on the frag holder and it's completely full now. I can't buy any other Zoas for a while. Until that one is stocked, then we can start all over again. Because it's an addiction, for real. But yeah, it looks like there weren't that many pests on there. I do see some very small animals wiggle around a little bit. They're mostly just dead. But it's just the normal micro life you'll see in any aquarium, really. Nothing too concerning. But yeah, as you can see, some of these are really doing terrible at the moment. But that will heal up, hopefully. If not, well, we have room for new Zoas. So it has been about 2 days since I received these corals and added them to this aquarium. So let's see how they opened up. Now, I did rearrange a few of them because, like I thought would happen, the suction cups didn't stick to the glass, and the next day I woke up and the frags were all over the place. So I put them back in a different order, but let me show you the ones that I got new from this store in Portugal. Now some of these are not doing so well. Like this one over here, it's supposed to be a white walker Zoanthus. As you can see, it's closed up. It's not doing well. It is looking much better than when I received them. So I have hopes for it, but yeah, I don't know. Not happy with that one. Same with this one right here. They are supposed to be rainbow incinerators. Well, there's not much of a rainbow in there right now. Then let's see. Just look how amazing this is. And can you imagine when we have a new tank just filled with these? There are so many others you can collect. It's going to be really cool. Let's see here. We have these over here. If you look in the ring, they are Jason Fox Stargazers. They have really weird names. So then we have these over here. They are called Electric Oompa Oompa Frags. I really don't know where they get all these names from, but we'll just go along with them. These over here are called Blue Lagoon. Then we have Tire Orange and Speckled Agave. That are those ones. And the, let's see, Tire Orange, they are, I think these over here. I'm not too sure. They're not looking too happy either. Then we have Sunny D's. These over here are the Sunny D's. They look really nice. I love those. Then we have Fruit Loops. The ones over here. Really cool one as well. Some Yodas. Well, unfortunately, those are not looking too good either. Let's see. I believe they are these ones over here. So as you can see, these are the Yodas. There are supposed to be 4 polyps, so I figure that's the same one. And these are the prices I paid for these Zoanthus. They were 50% off and free shipping, so that was really good. Now this wasn't a sponsored video. I paid for them fully. They didn't know I was making a video, but most of the Zoas are looking good. There are a few that really, well, I really hope they make it, but I don't have high hopes for them, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Zoanthus is and which ones I should get next for the new tank. Then I hope to see you in the next video where we set up the new aquarium.